Okay, so I am here with everyone from the film called The Sideways Light. Hi guys. So if we'll just go around and introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm Jennifer Harlow. I'm the writer-director.
I'm Jenny Goddard Garcia. I'm the producer.
Matthew Newton, I play Hayden.
And I'm Lindsay Burdge, and I play Lily.
Awesome. So we'll start with the writer. This is the Writers' Festival, so you must be pretty stoked to be
I'm pretty
in
stoked.
the festival.
Yeah, it's very flattering and perhaps somewhat shocking, but
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah, and we're on our home turf where we shot, so we're
Amazing.
Yeah.
And tell me a bit about the story and how your process was in writing it.
Okay, sure. Miss Lindsay Burdge plays Lily, who is caring for her ailing mother, Ruth, played by Annalee Jefferies, wonderful actress who can't be here because she's doing a play at the moment. And as Ruth's mind deteriorates, Lily is haunted by the memories that Ruth is losing. So for the writing process, I just wanted to write a story about something that I understood really well and something that was a really captivating idea to me. So that would be, in that order, dementia and ghosts. And I thought that it was a really nice end to a ghost story, which was like, who would be haunted? It would be somebody that's living in a place that's full of memories, somebody that's losing their memory. That's where we came from.
And when you say it's personal to you, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. I've had some family members, like my grandma, my granddad, that suffered from dementia. Saw it really up close and personal, and spent time with them. And in that process, you just kind of notice things that people in that sort of altered state do, like talking to someone that's not there. And so I started to think, like, am I the one that can't see it?
Yeah, because I haven't seen the film yet. I will be seeing it, but the trailer is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really can't wait to watch it.
Jenny's husband Enrique cut us that trailer.
Oh, wonderful.
We're like a little family.
Yeah, and where did the title come from?
It came from, I was reading Carl Sagan and a book called Billions and Billions, and there's just a chapter about light, and I don't know, I'm captivated by light also. And he's talking about the different frequencies of light that we can't see, and how the human eye is prejudiced towards this very tiny part of the spectrum. If the light spectrum is this big, then what we can see is this. So it's like what exists in the other kinds of light, and then sideways just seemed like, off.
And it was funny when I was watching the trailer, it paused at a certain point trying to buffer, and in that shot there was a sideways light all the way through the screen, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We'll now go on to producing. Yeah, so how did you get involved with the project?
I am friends with Jen and her husband Mark, who is also in the film and produced the film with me. And Jen approached me with just a treatment really for the film, and I immediately loved it and really wanted to work with her in that capacity, because I'd worked with her on a lot of projects but never with her directing the project. So I just got excited about it, and it all came together. So,
Yeah. And what's your producing history?
I generally am an assistant director, so I haven't produced a feature in maybe 8 or 9 years. I started out producing features when I was very young and sort of got taken advantage of for my time. So I stopped doing that for a while and focused on other things. But Jen was too tempting, so I came on.
Nice. And we'll go to the actors. So we'll start with you, Matthew. Tell us a bit about your character and also how you went about preparing for this role.
I play Aiden, who manages a bar in the area where Ruth lives, and we kind of meet, and I think Aiden provides a little bit of respite from what is going on in the house, and an outside perspective. And I first read the script like 2 years ago, almost.
Yeah, a long time before we actually got around to making it. I let Matt read it.
Yeah, very
early version.
Yeah, really early version. And I was just captivated by it. You know, we became friends a couple of years ago. I wrote and directed a film that came to South by. Jen's husband Mark was in a film that was at South by that year, and we all kind of fell together and we became really good friends.
So you met in Austin?
Yeah, we met in Austin.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it was kind of a magical year. There was a group of us that all fell together. And we really connected, and then, yes, it's like Jen gave me the script to read. So I kind of knew about it for a long time. So I had a long kind of gestation period to kind of think about it. And then the way Jen works is so, she's really, really good at working with what she gets for free from her talented collaborators.
Yeah, nice.
So she's really good at inspiring you to kind of contribute.
Yeah.
And so it was a very relaxed atmosphere, which is, I think, the greatest gift that she gave us as actors.
Yeah.
So in terms of preparation, it was like prepare, and then forget.
Yeah. Beautiful. And your wonderful character. Tell us a bit about it.
Lily, who is the daughter of Reeb, who comes home to take care of her as she's kind of getting deeper and deeper into her dementia. So she's kind of Lily herself is a bit. We don't find out. We don't hear much about her story, like where she's been, where she, what she might be up to in the rest of her life. So she's sort of a drifting kind of character, which as an actress is something I can kind of relate to. There aren't that many jobs where you could just come home all of a sudden and take care of your mother if she needed it. But that's actually something that I really relate to. And some of the ways that I related very much to the story and the character. My mom was sick at one point, and I took care of her when my grandmother was, slipping away. I was there for that too, and like Jen was saying, you get used to sort of hearing the person talk to people who aren't there or talk about things that my grandmother was talking about. My grandmother actually is Australian, and she was talking about tiny leprechauns. Of course. Of course. I was like this. And
they wrote the kangaroos. Right?
Yeah.
And it was interesting. It was interesting for me to investigate this story because, my mother is very sharp and with it. She's a career woman, but when my grandmother was passing away, I was like, I loved her so much. I was, we were very, very close, and it was very easy for me to go along with her, what she was going through because of our relationship, but it was so difficult for my mother, and I could see that, and I can sort of imagine just how, I thought about how much harder it is when it's your mother, and that relationship is just much more complicated.
Yeah.
And so that was something that was interesting for me to investigate in the story, as well as the supernatural.
Yeah. Very cool. Thank you. Most of the people who watch my website are independent filmmakers from Sydney. So what advice or tips would you give them?
I don't believe in giving people advice, but for me, what has worked is sort of not playing by anyone else's rules. Like I don't think that this film would have gotten made in Hollywood, or it wouldn't have gotten made under a lot of different circumstances. But we together chose that we're going to make this, and we're going to make it happen. And sometimes you just have to will it into existence. Yeah. And any independent filmmaker probably understands that. I mean, we've all made our own films, and you just can't stop. You just gotta believe in yourself and surround yourself with incredibly talented people, and then trust them, give them the space to do their best.
And what's next for all of you?
Do you want to start, or you want me to start?
We'll go in order again.
Sure. I'm writing. I've got a couple stories that I don't know which one I'm going to end up really loving, so I'm just kind of pecking at both of them right now. work on other people's movies a little bit for a while and take some of the onus
Directing?
off. No, like just anything.
Yeah.
You know, we all do everything on set. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, sure, I'll come do your locations and wardrobe and whatever. Yeah, so work on other people's stuff for a while. I think that's what I want to do.
Nice.
I've written an animated series that I'm going to attempt to do something with after the Sideways Light has finished its run.
Great. Have you ever done animation before?
I haven't done animation before. I've done several shorts,
Yeah.
so it would be like a 30-minute sort of a series, and so I'm moving on to that.
Yep, great.
I have a couple of scripts that I'm going to make next year.
That you wrote?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And there's an acting job coming up next year.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Cool.
I have a movie that's premiering at AFI Fest next month. It's called The Midnight Swim, so I'm excited for that. And then I'm shooting something called Lace Crater in New York in December. And I'm also editing something on my own.
Ooh, exciting. Great. Well, thank you all so much. I can't wait to see the film. And congratulations again.
Thanks.
Thank you. You too.